Alright guys, welcome back. This is Vape. I'm back with a quick video review for you about my new keyboard, Logitech K750. Now I'm going to be addressing some positives and some negatives, mostly positives of course, but there are a few negatives which have to be mentioned, as well as why you could get this and why you should not get this, depending on your situation. Now I'll be addressing one of the most important points that I've ever thought about this. I mean, being a solar keyboard and all, that pretty much no reviewer that I've seen anyways, not in English, has gone through. There aren't that many reviews there either. Now this keyboard is about 2 years old. I think they released it about 2 years ago. Only bought it about a bit less than 2 weeks ago now, and I've been using it about between 4 and 7 or 8 hours per day. Yes, I've been using it quite a lot. I'm a very I sit on the computer quite a lot, especially when people are in college and all that, and basically I've been using it for gaming, so you can imagine how much it's actually using. Now a lot of wireless keyboards obviously don't have a great reputation, wireless devices in general, for gaming, because obviously there's delay and all that, but believe it or not, I mean the delay is so minor. If you're going to be complaining about a 1 millisecond delay on a wireless device such as this, then you're probably an idiot, to be perfectly honest. Wireless mice I'm not a fan of, because yeah, the battery goes quite often, and you know, whatever, it dies, and then you have to change it mid-game, which is quite annoying. It does happen with wireless keyboards, but I mean, I'll bring down my old keyboard now. Hold on. Now my old keyboard is a K360. I got rid of it because after about 2 years it started turning off for about 30 seconds, and then after 30 seconds it would just start doing everything that in that 30 seconds I was spamming, which would be like, you know, trying to say I can't move or anything like that in League of Legends, and basically yeah, it kind of died on me. Now so while it's here, I suppose I might as well compare the thicknesses of them in case any of you have a 360. I think there we go. So it's about a quarter as thick as it. It's actually really thin. I'm also going to do another comparison of this. Hold on now. This is it compared to a USB stick, a typical USB stick. Very, very thin. Now I also have quite small hands, so it actually probably looks bigger than it is. Anyways, it comes with a unifying receiver, which can be used. There's software for it to be basically using multiple wireless Logitech devices at once. On this one things you don't have to actually connect a lot of them. Next thing is the website. Now as you can see, I'm going to address some of these points together, but first I'll tell you where to actually get the software for it. Now you just you search K750 on Logitech.com, you go into the keyboard, you go to support, you go to downloads, and here you have whatever you choose, your operating system. You have set point, which I'm not quite sure what it does. I think it edits the F1 to F12 keys, what they do, because they do have those extra functions which are quite also useful. Logitech Solar app, which I'm going to click right now. There you go, Solar app is up. And Logitech unifying software, which allows you to use multiple Logitech devices on one USB dongle. Now I'm gonna quickly address the keyboard. The button for checking your solar power is up here, and as you can see right now it's on 34. I'll try to make it a bit brighter. Hold on. It has to be 50 in order to actually get enough charge. Oh, it's because I was covering one of the solar panels. Hold on, how am I gonna fucking do this? Okay, there you go. See, it's a green light now. So that means if there's over 50 charge, 50 lux, then that means that basically there's enough power to sustain a keyboard, from what I've seen anyways. You want it to be always over 50. That means if your room is bright enough, then that means you're going to be over 50. Now right now I have 84. Sometimes it goes higher. It's probably because the microphone is actually kind of in front of it. And if I put it here, yeah, I'm going about 100 because the microphone is not above it, because it's kind of blocking the window, one of the solar panels from the window completely. Basically that's probably the most important thing about this keyboard. A lot of reviewers, and thank God I've seen a lot of reviewers just completely skip this. How bright does your room need to be to keep this keyboard sustained or charged? You know, charging rather. 100 lux will be charging your keyboard. Anything over 50 and between 150, between 50 and 100 is going to be sustaining it, but probably you wouldn't notice it charging within a day anyways. Unless you're not using it, in which case yeah, it will bring it up 1 or 2% in a few hours. Now, ideally what you want to do is do exactly what I'm about to do right now, and that's put it on the windowsill. As you can see, it's shooting straight up. Now, it's not ideal right now because it's not a particularly bright day. So as you can see, I went about 320-ish. Now, if you're in a sunny country where it's sunny outside, you're going to shoot straight past 500. It won't show you anything over 500, but that's what you'll get if there's any bit of sun. Now, I'm currently, I'm always in Ireland, and right now the weather is very dull and cloudy, so there's very, very little solar light coming through. But 100 will actually be perfectly fine to charge it. My room, I'm going to quickly show you, it's not a very bright room without this light overhead. It's just a normal room, it's not bright at all. That kind of gives you an idea of roughly kind of, you know, how bright your room has to be. It's not a bright room at all. I mean, without that light overhead it would be even a bit darker, and then I would only be getting about 50 lux. Well, actually no, with the window being right there during the day it'll be about 80 or something. But regardless, it's something all the reviewers missed. You know, some people might, and I'm not making fun of anybody, I know some people just get their attic or basement converted, and you might live in a basement or an attic. I mean, have your PC there, and you know, you're not going to have big windows and, you know, maybe not even big lights, you know, that are going to be shining right onto your keyboard. And in that case, I would not recommend getting this keyboard at all. If you have big windows right behind your PC, my god, this keyboard is going to last you forever. It's basically not going to die on battery ever. Now, there have been a few posts about this keyboard dying, you know, not charging and basically not responding to light. If that happens, just return it. I mean, you have a 2-year warranty from Logitech. If you bought off Amazon like I did, you can just contact Amazon. I think within 12 months they will be like obliged to take your keyboard, send it to Logitech, and then fix it or send you a new one. Now, anyways, moving on from that, another positive point, I'm going to bring up the keyboard again. Like laptop keyboards, it has an FN key right here, which you can use I don't know if you can see those. The first one is a home web page, the second one is Bluetooth, I think. No, it's an email, my bad. Third is a search, calculator, music, which will open up your default music player, forward and play and pause button, forward, sound buttons, etc. Turn off your PC, all those kind of things. So there's a lot of extra media keys that you can actually use with the FN key, which is pretty nice. I don't like having them as a separate key because it's kind of like excessive. Another thing which I've noticed quite importantly when I was looking for a keyboard, I had a problem with a keyboard that I bought off eBay. It was basically a pile of shit, and there's no ghosting on this keyboard. Ghosting means that you can't go Shift and A and W and some other keys at the same time. It registers them all that I've seen so far. I haven't come across any combination of keys that you cannot press at the exact same time, which is a very important thing. They don't even mention that this is like that here. It's probably just because, you know, Logitech is a good company for computer accessories, so they obviously have already checked these things out. I think I should probably mention a few of the negatives now. I mean, it's been 8 minutes into the review already and I haven't said anything negative. There's only one thing that I've come across as being a complete and utter negative for this, which I think Logitech, why were you doing this? It's just such a hassle right now. They give you, I don't know if I can find it now. There it is. They give you a little microfiber cloth. At first you think, why would you need this? I mean, it's, you know, it's usually used for wiping glasses and whatever. But then after using the keyboard for about a week, especially if you have sweaty hands, now I'm very lucky that I don't have sweaty hands, especially even when I'm gaming, so my hands are pretty dry all the time. But obviously, being, you know, teenagers and all that, we all get a little bit sweaty sometimes in terms of, you know, moisture on your fingers, and you might think, oh, they're not, but when you're actually playing, you'll notice after a while. Trust me, the keyboard gets dirty, and that is purely because instead of having a matte finish, like for example my Logitech G600, it has a matte finish, and as you can see, I've been using this thing for about 3 weeks and there's like not a spot on it. No bit of dirt at all. This thing collects dust and fingerprints like a freaking maniac. I mean, my god, this thing, I mean, look at the top of those panels. I didn't clean it on purpose in a week and a half. You can even see up here there's like a blotch kind of, oh, it's hard to see. I think I need to like do it up like this. Yeah, right next to the light here you can actually see all these imperfections. There's even a fingerprint up there next to the light. Another very annoying thing is, where is it now? If you look at this closely, I need to catch the light somehow perfect. There we go, see there? It does start to build up a bit of dirt from your fingers. Even if you don't have sweaty hands, it's going to end up picking up a bit of dirt, which eventually is just going to be disgusting. And you do need to use this thing about once a week to prevent this from happening, because, I mean, not prevent, but rather to clean it. Because if you don't, your keyboard is going to be disgusting. It's going to be all covered in, not fingerprints, but after a while these fingerprints build up into little layers of dust, dirt, and basically disgusting gunk. Not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. I really hope that whenever they make the 760, 755 or whatever, I think there's actually one already, or the 760, I think there's, I really hope that they don't make it like that again. They have to make it a matte finish. I mean, if they're making a shiny reflective surface on something, it's bound to get dirty, especially if your hands are on it the whole time. So definitely one of the only kind of negatives I've come across this keyboard right now is that it's very, very bad. And I gotta say, if you've got sweaty hands, that's probably a reason why you shouldn't get this keyboard. It will get disgusting. You will not want to use this thing. But that's pretty much it. I haven't really come across anything negative other than that. I mean, the keyboard is pretty flawless. There's no delays, there's no ghosting, no, nothing that I've found anyways. The range is good. I haven't tested the range, but I can imagine, I've seen in other reviews that they say it goes something as far as like 40 to 50 feet. I mean, that's 15 meters roughly. That's a lot of range. I mean, I use it from my bed, it's right here. So you can't really go wrong with it. The keys are comfortable, they're easy to press. They resemble a laptop keyboard a little bit, because, you know, they're very, very small keys. I mean, you know, right, so they're very small keys, they're very easy to press. So I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have that much else to say about this keyboard, other than it's awesome. I really like it. The only problem is, of course, being dirty. You can actually see it quite there on the WASD keys. Actually, right here, sorry, wrong hand. I don't use the WASD keys ever, but somehow this managed to get fingerprints all over it, and that is a big no-no for a keyboard. Can you imagine if a mouse had this kind of finish on it, a shiny finish? It would be dirty within 2 days, and it would be disgusting. So in conclusion, is this keyboard worth it? Absolutely. You will never have to charge your batteries again. Is it flawless? No. It has the bad finish, which I don't like, but I'm not going to bring it back. It's a nice keyboard and I can just wipe it. It doesn't bother me that much. Some people it might bother. If you're a hygiene freak, it'll definitely bother you. If you don't like fingerprints on your keyboard, it's going to bother you. But normally it's pretty awesome in regard to being useful. Now the battery, as I've said, gets charged solar, obviously, and you can see that 95% right now. This has been like that for the last 3 days, or no, about 2 days now. It dropped after being used for about almost a week. It started dropping a little bit, but as I said, if you go away on lunch, you go to school, you go to college, whatever, just put on your windowsill, it's going to charge up, no problem, and it'll be full by the time you're back. Obviously, if it goes dead on you, you can just bring it back. You can contact Logitech or wherever you bought it. Sometimes they'll send it to Amazon or set it back to Logitech or replace it for you straight away if it goes dead really fast. And that's pretty much it. I'll have the links below, obviously, if you're interested in getting one of these. Really a flawless keyboard in terms of performance and, you know, eco-friendly kind of thing, but the design, nah. Oh, forgot to mention, it does have these little legs. It's probably easier to see like this. There we go. They're very thin, but they do keep up the keyboard if you would like it to be, what the hell am I doing, if you would like it to be you know, a bit raised at the bottom, so it'll be like, you know, typing it on it like this. But I don't like it like that. I like it to be flat because I'm used to laptops. So I'll end it here. Hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope that some of you have been, you know, enlightened on whether you want to get this keyboard or not. Now, as usual, I apologize for the shitty webcam. I don't generally do reviews unless I get something. And that's pretty much that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and see you in the next game. League of Legends, something like that, probably. See you guys next time.